Hi, second year creative advertising students. Here's the tutorial for the iPad magazine cover. Here's the elements you need just before you start. I will ask you guys to create a folder in your desktop named Pittsburgh Magazine so you keep all the files organized in the same place. So the first thing you need to have is the Pittsburgh Magazine website open. Download the cover photo from our eLearn page, and also create an Adobe sign in. Go to adobe.com and create an Adobe ID for yourself. It's free, and you need that to be able to upload and and share your files with me later. So let's go through this again. Need a photo, need a magazine, open the website, and create an Adobe sign in. When it comes to the magazine, you can for your cover that you're design, you can copy some of the those headlines and sub headlines if you need. Okay, and go to specific places in here and copy some of the uh, for example, Best of Berg 2013. Okay, so make sure you get this open, use this, and the first thing we do is redesign this logo here. Okay, so I open in Illustrator. I redesigned this logo using Mission Gothic font from Lost Fonts. You can use any font you want. I just want you guys to do a very simple, clean logo. I don't need anything sophisticated or with too many details. I want to see something that is easy to read, straightforward. Okay. So once I have that, I will save this as Pittsburgh logo or Pittsburgh magazine logo in the same folder you just created on desktop. So just save this. So you need to create this in Illustrator because it needs to be a vector. And once you have that, you can close Illustrator. So it's just to create the logo. Don't spend too much time. At the same time, if you need a different color, make sure that you export the logo in the color you need already. Okay, so that's done with Illustrator. I'll go with InDesign now. In InDesign, you create a new document, and in this new document, in the intent part of it, I will go to digital publishing. Intent, digital publishing, and I will choose portrait orientation in here. So again, intent, digital publishing, portrait, click OK. So you have a new cover right here, and what I do is create the cover using your logo and using the picture I gave to you guys. At the same time, you create some articles based on the articles from the website. So what do? I already started. I finished already. So here's uh, my cover. You don't need to do exactly like that. You just need to do your own cover with your own design. Uh, so in the end, this is what it will look like. See, that's too close here. Let me fix this. Good. Okay. So you have your cover right here, and with this, how you create so make sure that you do a good design, use of lines, squares, positioning of the elements in the page, everything set up in a way that looks appropriate and nice for the magazine. Okay, so make sure that you do the final touches on this. After you finish doing your cover, and don't forget this looks low resolution because you need to do this display performance high quality display to show a high res display. So don't worry about this showing as a, it's just to be a faster work mode. Okay, so after that you will create a second page. So just create a new page and create a secondary page right here. This secondary page, I just put some copy on it. So I copy and paste and a review for the cafe on the page and I put in the next page. So that's what I need. The first page and the second page would be a regular page. Okay. So there's two things. Later on, so here comes when we get to the interactive part. So what do we do later on? Once you get through this first tutorial, you will learn how to do the slideshow, scrollable frame, pan and zoom, a lot of different things on your document. Right now, just was try to do a easy, nice magazine. Okay, so a straightforward magazine that you can publish on iPad. That will work for you guys when it comes time for portfolio to do something like that. So what I will do is what you do when you have the instead of vertical, you have the horizontal landscape, portrait and landscape orientation on the iPad. So you need to save this document. I save as vertical, and then save as the same document. Well, then save as this document. Save as this document as horizontal or landscape. Don't forget when you save as this document, you need to go to document setup and choose landscape. So the vertical document will be portrait, this document will be landscape. And of course the orientation of the page will change. What I will do then is just fix all the spaces and positioning of the background image, positioning of the type in a way to get everything here working for a landscape orientation. So you have a version of it that is vertical and another version of it that is horizontal. Again, you need two documents. You do one, save, and then you save as landscape or horizontal, and then change the orientation on document setup again in here and redesign to fit the horizontal landscape orientation. Okay, once you have that, let's go to the last part of it. Last part of it is, let's start with here, and you go to Folio Builder, our amazing Folio Builder. When you get to this, it will ask you automatically to sign in with your Adobe ID. Okay, so you need to click here. As you see, I'm signed in, and you sign in with your Adobe ID. Okay, what do we do is, let me start all over here. Let me delete this. And first thing you do is create a new folio. You create a new folio, and this folio will call magazine, Apple iPad, portrait and landscape folio. I can use this if you have a magazine that's just vertical, or just horizontal. But this case I have portrait and landscape. So you have then if you want a magazine that's just portrait, is this one just landscape or both directions. So I have this. I would choose automatic here and I will click OK. I call this again magazine and both or in portrait and landscape photo. Now I need to add articles to it. So the first article I have is the InDesign document. And I would say a portrait or let's just go over and over here and click OK. It will upload automatically to your Adobe ID account all the contents from the document open and give you a preview. So I have the portrait layout right here, and let's preview it. So here's the portrait one as we will show in an iPad. Okay, so you can see how it will look like in an iPad. Excellent. Let's put the landscape orientation now. When a person turns landscape in an orientation on a landscape mode 2. So I will add an article. So I put a horizontal here and I will add this. And this will be the landscape layout, and I will preview it. First the portrait one and landscape one. So here you get it. You have the portrait and landscape iPad magazine formatted from InDesign. Okay, good luck and have this ready for Monday. Goodbye and good night.